Yeah. To the Few Podcast coming back at you with another video. I recently saw this question posed by an individual. They were very curious to know what are some of your own personal social dancing rules. I would absolutely love to hear from you all. What are some rules that you have for yourself that have actually helped benefit you in the social dancing environment, man? This can be so beneficial to not only to beginners but as well as advanced, man, because we all have our certain rules, things we like that we've actually seen positive outcomes from. So let me know in the comments down below. I'm really just going to say a couple of things that I think are very beneficial to anyone and everyone. This is going to be coming from a lead's perspective, so keep that in mind. But to start off, I want to say that me personally, I never do dips with a follow unless I see them do it with another lead and they're good at it and they enjoy it, or I will ask them beforehand. I never surprise a follow. I never surprise a new follow with doing a dip. I never do that. Next up, I will not film someone without their opinion. It's very awkward to be in that social dancing scene and whip out your phone and just start filming someone, because it makes it very awkward, and it makes it to where you put pressure on that couple. The only reason I could ever understand someone being filmed is from one, a videographer, or two, if you ask them and they say they're okay with it and you're really just using it for instructional purposes. So I try to never ever just film someone without their permission. I try to minimize flirting, especially if I'm going to an event that I frequent. If it is an event that I frequent often, I try to limit my flirting, because I understand that I don't want to give off that energy and get that reputation of a creeper. So obviously, social dancing has its place, flirting has its place, man. But I want to make it a very warm and receptive environment where everyone can have a good time and not feel pressured. For smaller socials, I try to ask each follow to dance with me at least once, even if I get rejected. Some of the best dances I've had have come with follows who I never would have expected to have such a great time. So that is a very important tip, man. Ask everyone to dance. Super important. In the beginning, when I was a new dancer, I would try to keep talking to a minimum, unless I already knew that person. Talking can be a distraction, and it can create an environment where the other person feels trapped in a conversation that they do not want. As you progress and get better, and as you start to recognize people, know people, get comfortable with people, then you can start to have conversations while dancing. But initially, I would say try to keep the talking and the dancing to a minimum. A lot of times, some people can't talk and dance. I've definitely experienced that. Next up, on a crowded dance floor, I always try to dance on the edge or on the corners. It makes a big difference in comfort and safety when you have at least one side open. You're not jam-packed on all sides right in the middle of the dance floor. This can be a huge benefit. If there is a fast song that comes on, or if I'm just feeling tired, I'll rest for maybe the first 30 to 45 seconds of a song, and then I'll ask someone to dance with me who is not already dancing. It allows me time to rest briefly. It makes the song shorter so I don't have to dance as long, and I get to dance with someone who may have been overlooked, which is so beneficial to just being able to dance with everyone, like I already said. In terms of leading and following, I will let the follower determine the distance between us. I usually stay in an open position with first timers, with beginners, and I will let the follower's left hand determine the distance in a closed position. As a leader, it is our job to make sure that our follower is as comfortable as possible. Please do not overlook this. Please do not force anything. Please do not. On the topic of rejections, I think that most rejections can be avoided if you watch the room before asking people to dance. Ask people who are closer to your level, who have been dancing with multiple other people, and maybe even so you can chat with them beforehand to get a feel for them. It gets much easier as you get to know more people, and if someone rejects me, I might ask them maybe a couple months down the line, but it's not worth remembering everyone who rejects me or who I've had a bad dance with. Some women just have resting bitch face, and if you dance with them after a while, after you get to know them, you can even have some amazing outcomes with these followers. So understand that yes, rejection sucks. It sucks so much. But you never know what that person may be going through in that specific time and moment. We all have lives outside of the social dancing scene, and you never know what could be on that person's mind. So really, man, understand rejection sucks, but at the same time, try and be empathetic. You never know what is truly going on. I will definitely make another video on how to deal with rejection. Next up, if my partner makes a mistake, I will often say that it is always the lead's fault. Saying this has helped my partner become more relaxed and enjoy the dance. Plus, sometimes those mistakes can lead to very interesting moves that you can try out with future partners. So like I said, as always, as a lead, it is your job to try and make your follower as comfortable as possible. When dancing with a new person, I'll try a few basic moves to get an idea of their skill set, of their level, of their ability. And from that point, then I can adjust my style for them. And from that point, then we both can truly enjoy the dance. I've said this in previous videos, man. If you're an advanced lead dancing with a beginner, you do not need to be throwing everything in the kitchen sink at that follower. It is going to frustrate her, and it's also going to be super intimidating because you're going to be doing things that she is not capable of doing. You want to make sure that, especially with beginners, you want to have them enjoy the dance, because when they enjoy it, they want to come back and they want to continue. So there's so much that can be said on being kind to beginners. A lot of times what will happen is that you will see advanced dancers only dancing with advanced dancers, and that is a surefire way to kill your social dancing community. You need to remember that at one point you were a beginner and you were scared, you were intimidated, you were unsure of what you were doing. Understand that we all have gone through that, and that we need to help mentor and tutor the beginners so that they can be the ones to help continue the social dancing community. I don't want to make this video too much longer. I would absolutely love to hear from you all. What are your thoughts and opinions on this topic? Please let me know.
Dame la fuerza y valor para salvar el abismo.